Know this, in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Well, that's what you read in Second Timothy 3, verses 1 through 2. Hello, hello, my brothers and sisters in Christ. Hello. I believe to really prepare ourselves for what is to come, we must examine what has been. So let us look at an example of this, what we have read in Second Timothy. Let's look at an example in 1 Kings chapter 21. Now we're going to examine that whole chapter. The story of Ahab and his wife Jezebel. Now, just for background, Ahab, the king of Samaria, and his wife was Jezebel, the daughter to Ethbaal, king of Zidonia. And together they went and served Baal and worshipped him. And Ahab raised up an altar for Baal in Samaria. We learn this in 1 Kings 16. So here in chapter 21, Naboth, the Jezreelite, had a vineyard near the place of Ahab, the king of Samaria. And Ahab spoke to Naboth, saying, "Give me thy vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near my house. And for it I will give you a better vineyard, or I will pay money for it." But Naboth said to Ahab, "The Lord forbid that I should give the inheritance of my fathers unto you." Ahab went home, upset about not getting the property. So Jezebel, his wife, saw him down because he was sulking and would not eat bread. And she inquired why he was down. So he explained what happened between he and Naboth. When he explained what happened, Jezebel asked, was he now king of Israel? Now, I want to note this when she asked, was he now king of Israel? Ahab was king of Samaria, and Jezebel was basically saying, are you your brother's keeper? Why should you care about the permission of his Lord and his fathers? Basically showing that she had the same way as Cain, who killed his brother Abel. So she tells Ahab, arise and eat bread, and let thy heart be merry. I will give thee the vineyard of Naboth, the Jezreelite. So she wrote letters in Ahab's name and sealed them with his seal, and sent the letters to the elders and nobles that were in his city dwelling with Naboth. The letters proclaimed a fast and set Naboth on high among the people. She also set 2 men, sons of Belial, before him to bear witness false witness that is, against him, saying that he did blaspheme God and the king. Then they carried him out and stoned him, that he may die. And the men of the city did as Jezebel had sent unto them. They carried him out of the city and stoned him with stones, and he died. Once Jezebel got word that her plan was carried out, she told her husband Ahab, "Arise and take possession of the vineyard of Naboth, the Jezreelite, who refused to give you land for money. He is dead." When this happened, the Lord sent Elijah the Tishbite to Ahab, saying, "Tell him the same place where the dogs lick the blood of Naboth, shall the dogs lick thy blood." Elijah came and asked Ahab, "Hast thou killed and also taken possession?" Ahab said, "You found me out?" "Yes," Elijah replied, "and because thou hast sold thyself to work evil in the sight of the Lord." Elijah said, "I will bring evil upon thee and will take away your posterity, and will cut off from Ahab all the men and those who did not speak up in Israel." Now, when you read that part, if you're reading the King James version of the Bible, he used stronger words, much stronger words than I used. "You have made Israel to sin," God says to Ahab. "And of Jezebel also spake the Lord, saying, The dogs shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel." Now, I want you to learn this proverb. These 6 things does the Lord hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises evil imaginations, feet that be swift to run to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. And that's Proverbs 6, verse 16 through 19. So now that we see what Jezebel and Ahab have done, and we've read what God hates, now this is what Jezebel has done. What Jezebel has done was spiritually a woman sleeping with a beast. That's what it was spiritually. But if you understand that everything physical is spiritual, then you'll get what I'm trying to say. Other than that, let's go over some of the things that Jezebel has done. If you are not into things like what is spiritual, what the spiritual meaning of these things that are written in Leviticus are, let's just look at some of the other things. Here we go. What did Jezebel and Ahab do? They coveted their neighbor's property. They purposely did not honor the fathers of Naboth. They killed. They stole. They set and placed false witnesses. And they did all 7 things that are hated and abominable to God. They were completely horrible. So once Ahab knew that nothing he had done was hidden from the Lord, he repented, fasted, and prayed with sackcloth and ashes, and ripped his clothes. So the Lord said, I won't in Ahab's day, but in his son's day. And Ahab lived. So these are things we will see in the last days. Yes. These are some of the things that we will see happen in the last days. Join me again next time for part 2 of In the Last Days. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? You can see the next video as soon as it comes out if you're a subscriber. If not, you can still find it. If you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. Share if you know anyone who would be interested in watching. And most importantly, the thing that is most important to me is that you love the Lord because he first loved you. Bye for now. See you next time.